I had 4 Emmy nominations, over 100 television series to my name, and oversaw a content portfolio that generated over $2 billion in my career. I was, by every metric, at the top of my game in the television industry. But there was a problem. A problem that if you're an expert in your field, you may be facing it too. The problem was I was completely and utterly invisible. Where are you? Nope. I'm here. And this is the story of how the very system that made me successful was also the system that was holding me back. And it's the story of how I discovered the Hollywood secret to ensuring that never happens again to me, to you, and to everybody else watching. For 22 years, I lived the dream. I was a television executive at Fox 21 Television Studios and then at A&E. My job was to find and develop and oversee the development and production and post-production and launch of television shows. Sons of Anarchy, Dynasty, Intervention, 60 Days In, those were all projects I was involved with. I was the guy behind the curtain, the one who could spot a hit, the one who knew how to make content that people couldn't ignore. I was good at my job, really good. But here's what most people don't understand about the corporate world. I couldn't build a personal brand. I couldn't put myself out there. I couldn't talk about my journey or my expertise. I always represented my company. Wasn't allowed to have my own voice. And when I did try, they were watching. And most employers are afraid their people will be visible because they might catch the eye of another company, or afraid that they're gonna talk about the secrets of the company. They perceive personal branding as not working hard enough or being unfocused, and that's a fact. I was wearing the definition of the golden handcuffs. I was comfortable, but completely restrictive. Now, don't feel sorry for me. I chose it. I lived the life. I was fine with it. I really was. It was not my company. I loved my company. I loved the people I work with. This was me. But I had bigger dreams. But I was stuck representing someone else's brand, not my own. Am I speaking to you? Am I speaking directly to you? And you're like, I don't know what to do from here? Well, let me continue with my story. I made a decision that changed everything. I stepped away from the day-to-day of my television career. I walked away from the W-2 job, walked away from the golden handcuffs, and the comfort of a steady paycheck. I'm still shaking as I say that. I decided to bet on myself. But let me tell you, betting on yourself when you've never done it before, ever, it's terrifying. And there's probably a scarier word than that. I was the sole breadwinner for my family leading up to it. And suddenly, no steady income. The financial pressure was crushing. I couldn't sleep at night. I felt lost. Who was I if I wasn't the TV guy anymore? I had to put a brave face on. While inside, I was questioning everything. Was I making the right decision? Could I actually build something on my own? And for you entrepreneurs out there that are going through this with me, you know that you're going through the same thing. And I see you. And for those that are like, what is it like to not have those golden handcuffs? Hopefully I'm speaking to you. And hopefully in some small fashion, I'm going to motivate you to take action. But when I was in that valley, that really deep valley, something happened. I made a decision. I decided to just keep showing up. You've seen my journey. You've been on it with me every single day. I had conversations. I put myself out there online. I was sharing what I knew. And a funny thing started to happen. You started listening. Entrepreneurs started reaching out. You started reaching out. Some of you are asking for my advice. So many of you are struggling with the same problem I had just lived through. You incredible at what you do, but you felt invisible. You felt like there was something more, and it was helping you. It was using the same skills I had used for 22 years to make television shows unforgettable. It was working. It was changing lives. Changing lives with my content, with my conversations, with my service to others. A spark of hope started to grow. I realized that my job didn't define me. Now, it took a while to feel that. And in some rooms, I still don't. My skills defined me. And those skills were more valuable than I ever imagined outside of those golden handcuffs. And that's when I started to connect all those dots. The same psychology that makes a television show a cultural phenomenon is the same psychology that can make any business the obvious choice in their market. It's not about being the best. What does that even mean? It's about being the only. Dynasty wasn't the best family show. Who would say that? Okay, a lot of people would say it, but it was the only show about a millionaire redneck duck call empire, right? It sticks out. 60 Days In wasn't the best crime show or show set in the walls of incarceration. Nope, there's lots of them. But it was the only show that put regular people inside a real jail. Whoa! If you haven't seen it, watch it. So I started and still am codifying my 22 years of experience into a framework, into a blueprint. The Hollywood Authority Blueprint. Bam, bam, bam. It's a 5-minute framework that helps you discover what makes you and your brand impossible to ignore. It's the system, looking back, that I used to generate over $2 billion in TV content, now applied to help entrepreneurs like you. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. It's built on 4 pillars. The zone of genius discovery. What are you uniquely qualified to do based on who you are, what you are, and what you want to be doing? That's the first one. The second one, the talk back TV formula. Crafting a story so good, people can't help but repeat it. It's the same thing that you do with a great television show. It's so good, you got to tell people about it. And while you're watching it so good, you talk back to the TV screen, even though you know the TV's not going to talk back. Except for Siri, which is weird. And the third framework, positioning statement creation. It's defining your value in a single powerful sentence. And the only verse best framework. That's when you eliminate competition by becoming the only choice. That's pretty cool, right? This blueprint, it's not theory. These are the exact principles I used to oversee a content portfolio that dominated categories and generated over $2 billion in revenue. Here's an invitation. For the next 7 posts, so this one plus 7, I'm going to be breaking down each part of this blueprint right here. I'm going to show you step by step how to apply these Hollywood secrets to your own brand. Sounds good? And then when it happens, this is what's going to happen. How to go from being the best kept secret to the go-to authority in your industry. Sounds good? But guess what? You don't have to wait until all the posts are done. If you're tired of being invisible, I know you are. If you're ready to have clarity on what makes you different, I know you are. You can get the entire Hollywood Authority Blueprint for free. Free, right now. It's a 5-minute read. Okay, maybe it's more like 10 or 15, but 5 for those fast readers. And it's going to give you more clarity than most people get in 5 years. Just comment $2 below, the number $2, and I'm going to send it to you. I'm directly going to send it to you. Yep, you're watching. And guess what? This week, there's only 20 available. Only 20 available. And when they're gone, you're going to have to wait until next week, next Monday. Don't spend another day being the best kept secret. It's time to become impossible to ignore. So here's your choice. All right. Choice one, you want to stay invisible? You want to let competitors with clear messaging win? Or choice two, get the framework I used to oversee over $2 billion in content and become impossible to ignore. So comment two, right? The number two, dollar below. And I'm going to send you the free Hollywood Authority Blueprint. And if you like what I talk about, come tomorrow. We're diving into the first pillar, discovering your zone of genius. You're not going to want to miss it. Until then, be unforgettable. Be the $2 bill.